Monica, what did the Warriors show you in this specific series as they start to gear up and think long-term the rest of the Western Conference?
Kevin, that they don't just need to jump out in front with big-time leads. They can fight back in a tightly contested game. Mind you, the Nuggets had a lead going into that fourth quarter, and they were able to outscore them 32-20. Most of that was off of Steph Curry. Well, a lot of that had to do with Steph Curry, who had 11 of his 30 in the fourth. I thought their ability to respond in the crunch, or in the clutch, as it is called statistically, was impressive, and that's going to bode well for them moving forward.
Alan, jump on in here. What do you think about this team right now, especially the confidence level of the Warriors?
Yeah, well, they've been there before, and you know that. They wanted to get kind of the rust off of clinching a playoff series and getting back to that group that they are, a championship core. But Steph Curry said something after the game that I found very interesting, and it gives you a look into the confidence of this group, and that is, he said, strength in numbers. That was their catchphrase a couple of years ago during the dynasty. He said, we still have that. And they do, and it looks a little bit different. They have depth. Look at Young Glove last night, Gary Payton II, and how well he played and what he gave you in a clutch three late in the game. And his defense and offense, both ends of the floor, a player that they found, a journeyman they have turned into a very good player. That's player development. Jordan Poole as well, another guy that you have to worry about. So they are not just the big three. They've got some serious depth.
Monica, which team do you consider right now is the biggest threat to the Warriors out west?
It is the Phoenix Suns if Devin Booker is back and is healthy. But before that, Kevin, if I may submit to you, because the series in front of you is the series that matters the most, if the Memphis Grizzlies can get past the Minnesota Timberwolves, I think that there's something unique there about that matchup. The Grizzlies have both the athleticism, the speed, they can counter. Now, when you're playing against the Warriors, it is, let's say, the mental stamina and fortitude that is the toughest part, because as soon as you lapse on defense, they're going to make you pay. But I actually think that that could be a really interesting matchup, and the Memphis Grizzlies should not be overlooked.
Monica, if. It's always if. If I was born in the 1920s, I'd be a Hall of Famer because I'd be dunking on George Mikan back in the day. Like, I was born too late. That's how I feel. If.
Wow, Hahn.
They've got to get out of this series first. I mean, honestly, let them get out of this series first. Timberwolves should be winning that series. The Suns are the team you worry about. Everyone wants to see that as a conference final. As long as Devin Booker is healthy, it could be a lot of fun. Maybe even a changing of the guard. Who knows? But still, I look at this Warriors group, the big three. They are healthy together for the first time and at the right time. They've got the strength in numbers. We're not even talking about Klay Thompson and what he's bringing, the 20 points a game, the 40% from three. Oh, he's back. Draymond Green and his defense on the MVP of the league, and Nikola Jokic, and how well he played him, especially in crunch time. He struggled against him. And the only issue is Steph Curry can't make a free throw. He's only at 74%. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my goodness. By the way, you went Pete Alonso on us there. And that was a little humble brag that you would dunk on George Mikan, Alex. Like, who would have thought we would be talking about George Mikan?
Dolph Schayes wants no part of this.
You're trash-talking Dolph Schayes and George Mikan.
Please help him.
That's all I got.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.